Hi guys, and welcome back to another long-form video. My name is Jennifer Kimlaik-Vidovic, and I am here on this earth to speak about the awareness-raising revolution. So today's video is about how to shut down outer noise completely. We all know how noisy and distractive and almost destructive our societies are based on, well, what's going on in our modern world. Smartphones, advertisements, people, magazines, apps, computer, smartwatches, whatsoever. Like it is, radio and I don't know, it's just like there's noise everywhere, and usually the noise is not helping you to find out who you are and to connect you to your own source and help you to, well, just like live your highest life and your most meaningful, fulfilling, and happy life, and your most abundant and peaceful life. So, what can we do? We know that the outer noise is usually not helping you at all to be able to listen to your inner voice, which is exactly the opposite. The outer voice is destructive and confusing and just too loud. But then on the opposite side, on the inside, we all have a voice which is usually only whispering, unless you're like really off track, then sometimes it also screams at you. But yeah, it is very important to learn how to connect and listen to that inner voice every single day, because in reality, time does not exist in space. And once you realize that, you completely detach from the past, detach from the future. Of course, you know the direction. You have your inner compass set. You have your dreams, your goals, which are all placed inside of you for a reason. So you only need to listen to them, because dreams, desires, goals, they are given to you from, well, the cosmos. Your soul knows what it has to do. And but we still have to like kind of get there, and that in the material world, and therefore we have dreams, goals, and desires. However, so how do you do it? You need to prepare yourself. You need to become still. And you don't need to meditate like a monk in order to get in touch with yourself. You can start simply by sitting for 10 minutes just on the couch, doing absolutely nothing. You can close your eyes, you can stare at the ceiling, you can look around, and just like whatever question you have in mind, ask it. Be like, what is the right thing to do about this and that? Should I continue? Should I not? And then let the question go and allow the universe to deliver the answers. Because once you understand that behind the mind, behind the body, you have a heart and you also have a spirit, a soul. And once you understand that your soul knows it all, the only thing you have to do, the only thing, is to connect to your soul and to listen. And then, and that's where courage needs to be there, to do it. Because I'll give you an example. When I was stuck in Germany, I went to university, studied something I didn't want to do, and then I had a job I didn't want to do, and I had circles I didn't want to be in, and I was doing all of these things which I actually didn't want to do at all. And then I had a complete mental breakdown, and I heard my inner voice screaming at me so loud for the first time, because for so many years I had no idea about source connection, soul connection, and I completely ignored my gut. I ignored my physical instincts, everything, and it was terrible. And then I broke down, and then I heard that voice screaming at me, pack your things and run, pack your things and run. And I was like, holy shit, like, how? Like, I stuck in all these things, because the mind constantly creates limitations and knows and, well, like, I don't know, dead ends and things like that. But in reality, those things do not exist. There are no dead ends, because death doesn't exist. The body goes back to earth, yes, but the soul goes back to heaven, where it's coming from. So when I was in that moment and God, the universe, cosmos, whatever, told me to pack my things and run, actually, I really had the courage to do it. I quit everything and I allowed the universe to guide me into a complete different direction. And I am telling you, since I started this and I realized slowly that every single time your intuition is telling you something and you do it, you get rewarded big time. And once you like overcame these first moments where you doubt your instincts, where you doubt your intuition, and you gain more trust that you know what's best for you. It just becomes a habit, it becomes a pattern. And when you create this new habit of listening to your instincts and not to anyone else's, you don't even need to ask anyone for any opinions anymore, because it is simply not needed. You know the answer, you know what's right for you. You don't need to ask anyone, because they only, unless they're like highly empathetic, usually when you ask people for their opinions, they just tell them what they would do. And even if they try to tell you what could be good for you, it's usually just based on their experiences, based on their traumas, on their pain, on their expectations, desires, dreams. I mean, how could you listen to this? I mean, this has nothing to do with you, you know? So once you gain that trust, it becomes easier, because the outer world suddenly becomes extremely boring almost, you know? You're just like so in touch with yourself, so in tune with your emotions and your spirit's mission, that you just shift your awareness on higher things, on nature, on helping others, on saving animals, on cleaning the planet, on changing the education system, on, I don't know, just like the more connected to soul we all are, the more we expand our awareness, the more we want to do something for humanity. Basically, that's the only thing we want to do. We become, the more pure we become, we're selfless, you know? We don't care that much anymore about ourselves, while actually we do care a lot, but just differently. And we just realize that we're here on this earth, and God gave us our soul, and our parents gave us our body, so that we can do something to raise the consciousness and expand the awareness levels of every single other person. And I mean, look, like if you look at entrepreneurs, if you look at spiritual leaders, like what is the highest good that someone can do? It is to light up someone else's soul. And when your soul is lit up, you're quiet. And you just take a bath in peace and light and love and hope, and you just want to help. And I also want to help, because I believe by now I have so much to share and so much to inspire and motivate other people to reconnect to what it means to be a human being, and to shut out the outer noise, and to become centered and calm and silent and peaceful and focused and happy and fulfilled and just grateful and joyful. So yeah, I hope this video helped you to become brave enough to just listen and trust your intuition and your gut and the inner voice inside of you. And how you do it is by be quiet, sit still, listen, observe nature, go into the forest, whatever, but completely disconnect from modern world until you're ready to return. Thank you all very much for watching. It means a lot to me.